Alright, so today we are looking at Benco 2025, test 4, section 3. First question states, Julie had 300 donuts. She gave 35% to Ben, 25% to Stacy, and the remaining donuts she shared between Dana and Kelly, so that Kelly received twice as many as Dana. How many donuts did Dana receive? So based on this question, we know we have a part here with unequal sharing between Dana and Kelly. And then it spoke about the remaining donuts being shared. So first now, reading back from the beginning, they said that Judy had 300 donuts. So the total donuts she had was 300. She gave 35% to Ben, 25% to Stacy, and the remaining donuts was shared between these two. So what we could find out first is the remaining percentage. And we know that percentage is out of 100. So to calculate what the remaining percentage will be that she shared between Dana and Kelly, it will be from the total percentage, which is 100%. We take away the sum of the percentage that she shared to Ben and Stacy. So it's just 35 plus 25. And we know 35 add 25 is 60. 100 take away 60. That will give us 40%. So the remaining percentage of the total donuts that was shared between Kelly and Dana is 40%. Now we want to find out how many donuts does this 40% represent. Now to calculate now the number of donuts that the 40% represents, it will be 40 percentages out of 100, 40 over 100, multiplied by the total donuts, which is 300 over 1. Cancel the 0, cancel 0, cancel the 0, cancel the 0. 4 multiplied by 3 is 12, and add the 0 to the end. So we know now that 120 donuts were shared between Dana and Kelly. So we know now that they said Kelly received twice as Dana. So Dana received some amount and Kelly received twice that amount. So we know now that 3 boxes will equal to 120 donuts. So for 1 box, it will be 120 divided by 3. So that means wherever we see a box, it will represent 40 donuts. They ask how many donuts did Kelly receive? Did Dana receive, sorry? Dana is represented by 1 box. So therefore, Dana received 40 donuts. Moving on now to number 38. Number 38 states, Miranda purchased the both items shown and decided to resell both items to make an overall profit of 35%. Calculate the amount of money she sold both items for. So before we could calculate the amount she sold the item for, the selling price, we first need to calculate how much money she paid for the items. So we need to calculate the cost price. But looking at this here now, we see that the phone, you'll get a discount, 20% discount. So we need to solve how much she paid for the phone before we could calculate the total that she paid. So to calculate the discount first for the phone, which is equal to 20, is 20%, so 20 over 100 multiplied by the cost price, which is 5,000 over 1. Cancel the 0, cancel the 0, cancel 0, cancel 0. 5 by 2 is 10, and add 2 zeros. So she got a discount of $1,000. So the phone will cost 5,000, take over the 1,000, which is equal to $4,000. So what we could calculate next now, we know that the phone costs $4,000, the tablet costs $2,000. We could calculate the total she paid, which is the total cost price. And that will be the cost of the tablet, which is $2,000, and the cost of the phone, which is $4,000. That will give us $6,000. So therefore, she paid $6,000 for both items. From the question, now they said that she want to resell both items and make an overall profit of 35%. But that means 35% of the cost price. But we don't know how much 35% represents in dollars. So first we need to calculate the profit in dollars. So to calculate the profit, which is 35%, you put 35 over 100, multiply by the amount you paid for the items, which we found out to be $6,000, over 1. Cancel the zeros. This is 35 by 60, which will give us $2,100. So she wants to make a profit of $2,100. So the question asks now, calculate the amount of money she sold both items for. So I want to calculate the total selling price. And to calculate the total selling price, it will be the cost price, which is the $6,000 she paid for the items, plus the profit amount, which we found out to be $2,100. That will give us $8,100. So that means she wants to earn $8,100. Alright, because to make a profit of $2,100, which is equal to 35%. Moving on now to number 39. On the grid shown, construct a parallelogram with the following requirements. 4 equal sides. Opposite angles are equal. 2 angles greater than 1/4 turn. And 2 angles less than 1/4 turn. So we're looking at something like a rhombus here. Alright, with 4 equal sides. 2 larger sides, 2 shorter sides. Alright. So let's see how we could construct this here. Good. So we have 2 angles greater than 1/4 turn, 2 angles less than 1/4 turn. We have 4 equal sides. Alright, and the opposite angles are equal. So this angle is equal to this angle. This angle is equal to this angle. Alright, so good. Moving on now to number 40. The incomplete bar graph below shows the number of water bottles Travis sold over 5 days. Given that he sold an average of 60 bottles over the 5 days and 25% more on Friday than Thursday, complete the bar graph to show the number of bottles he sold on Friday. So good. So they give us a lot of information here. We have unknowns. Now we need to solve for Friday. They also give us a little unequal sharing here, with one day is 25% more than the other. Alright. They also give us important information concerning the average bottles over the 5 days. Whenever we have to solve for an unknown, when given average, we always find for the sum or the total. So let's start with that. So let's calculate the total bottles sold over 5 days. And to calculate the total, when given the mean and the number of numbers, we take the mean, which is 60, and multiply by the number of numbers, which is 5. 6, 5, 30, add 2 zeros. Add 1 zero. So that means 300 bottles sold over the 5 days. They gave us Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And we need to solve for Tuesday and Friday. So to solve now the total on Tuesday and Friday, it will be from the total of the 5 days, which is 300, we take away the sum of the 3 days that were given, which is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Because we know when we add Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Friday, we get in a total of 300. Alright, so we add 75 plus 70 plus 75. Alright, so this will give us 220. So 300 take away 220, that will give us 80. So we know now a total of 80 bottles was sold on Tuesday and Friday. From the question, they said that how 25% more was sold on Friday than Tuesday. So we need to calculate how much is this 25%. So sold on Friday, we need to find out how many bottles does 25% represent. So it will be 25% of the total that was sold on Tuesday and Friday, which was we found out to be 80. And from here now, we'll get 20. So you know 20 more bottles were sold on Friday than Tuesday. So to solve for Friday, it would be the total, which is the total for Tuesday and Friday, which is 80. Take away the 20 extra that will go towards Friday, and that will leave us with 60. 60, we divide that between 2 days, the Tuesday and the Friday, so that means each day was 30. So the one for Friday, we know Friday would be that 30 plus the 20 extra that we put aside, which is equal to 50 bottles. To set to complete the bar graph, so we need to draw a bar until 50. Alright, 50 here, 50. Alright. Again, make sure and get your copies for Maths Formula book. Alright, made simple. It has all the formula, for example, of how we calculated mean and average today. We use that. We use for discount, profit. It has all the formula concerning those, as well as examples showing you how to apply the formula. Make sure and get a copy.